I never thought I'd become a guy who has a bus in his driveway with a tarp over the roof. But here I am. I may even throw some tires up there. And the reason for that is, the bus is 27 years old. And for those of you that don't know, it's made of riveted, the ceiling of the roof is made of riveted sheets of metal with a little gasket in there. And, maybe you can guess after 27 years, things get a little loose. Honestly, the main problem I had with the bus was actually in the hatches right here. And I tried a lot of things to fix that. And really, I ended up putting a piece of sheet metal over there. And that finally stopped it. But I also noticed, for example, here, this marbling. And I kind of kept track of that to see if it shape shifted after the last rainstorm, and it does. And the reason I was unsure is because there's no water in the bus. Once the hatches were covered, there's absolutely no water in the bus. So I don't know what's happening with that, if it just sits there and dries off or drains off somewhere. I really don't know. But I'm switching to a drier source of heat, and I'm going to keep the bus warm, and hopefully that'll dry out. I really don't want to get into trying to unscrew these bad boys right here and change out the ceiling. I actually like the ceiling the way it is, but I mean, if I have to take it down, I will. For if I'm worried about mold or anything like that. But I'm going to try to leave the ceiling as is. I did learn that these panels here with the perforation are made that way so that so to reduce echoes. So when I'm bebopping down the road and I have to turn around and tell my friends to cut it out before I have to spill my beer, they'll be able to hear me, which I think is pretty important. They got to be able to hear you. So that's the roof and ceiling update on the bus. I just don't have time to do it the right way before winter's coming. It's, I don't know, it's like 30 or 40 degrees this morning. I'm going out to cover the camper next. Winter's coming, and I want to roll out a nice rubber roof on top of the bus from front to back, and I want to do it right, and I don't want to have to be rushed because of the weather and such. So that's kind of the status update on the roof and ceiling of the bus and what's going on right now. We've had a few pretty nice parties out here. Not parties, but a couple friends come over and jammed and played music. I've been running my electric and slide guitars through this big bass amp, and it sounds kind of cool. So anyway, that's a side note, I guess. But yeah, we're having fun in the bus. Gonna start working on the interior bit. I had to pause for a sneeze, by the way. I didn't want to sneeze on my video, and I don't want to keep redoing the video. So yeah, we've had a great time. Going to switch the heat, which is going to be the subject of another video. Just like Mr. Fix-It Man said would happen, that propane heater throws off a lot of humidity. It's the windows steam up, and it brings me back to my drive-in movie theater days, which, I'm a little too old for that shit now. Anyway, so the bus is coming along nice. I fired it up and drove it around the yard a bit. Definitely not a powerhouse, but I won't take the bus anywhere if I'm in a hurry. And that's the whole idea of the bus, is I'm not going to be in a hurry when I take it somewhere. Hoping to have it on the road next summer. It needs some radiator work. There's a drawer in the battery. It needs a windshield, and it needs some brake work. But it seems to run really nice. I paid $1,200 for this bus, and even if it never runs, it's been kind of a lifesaver here at the house, because I live in a small house, and I've got two women in the house that don't always want to hear me playing, and I don't always want to listen in on what they're doing. Like, I can tell you a lot about The Bachelorette, and I kind of don't care, but I live in such a small house that I have no choice. Anyway, so that's the update on the bus. I hope you're all well. We'll be doing some more videos from here. I got friends coming over this afternoon and tonight, and I think we're going to be cranking out some more music and having some fun on the bus. Take care, guys.